Hello and welcome to Mlc TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Morno Balabubu. Thanks for joining us. First, the headlines. President Buhari receives UN chief, says terrorism threatens global peace. Reps pass 4 bills on anti-corruption and terrorism. PDP shifts governorship, senatorial primaries. And in sports, Real Madrid beat Man City to reach Champions League final. And now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has said the maiden visit of the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres to Nigeria has shown that the world has not forgotten Nigeria. This is just as Guterres said the United Nations had called for an additional $351 million as part of the overall $1.1 billion for the humanitarian response plan for Nigeria. Appreciating the visit, Buhari said Nigeria remained grateful to the United Nations and some world leaders for their steadfast partnership in fighting terrorism, noting that the spotlight on Russia and Ukraine could easily distract from other pertinent global challenges. This is as he noted that terrorism remained a threat to global peace, security and progress, with many already killed, while millions had been displaced by insurgents over many years. According to a statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, Buhari said this when he received Guterres at the presidential villa in Abuja. The statement read in part, "When we assumed office, the Northeast was the major security problem we inherited in 2015, but we have been able to make people understand that you cannot kill people and shout Allah Akbar, God is great." Adesina said Buhari informed the United Nations Secretary General of the government's effort to ensure that citizens return to their farms, businesses and other pursuits in life. On his part, Guterres spoke of his Tuesday visit to Borno State, plagued by insurgency, saying he saw a departure from the pictures of hopelessness and despair painted, adding that people exude hope. The United Nations added, but despite all they have seen and endured, the people I met remain faithful and committed to returning to their communities and resuming their lives. To that end, I welcome the establishment of the Presidential Committee on the Repatriation, Returns and Resettlement of Displaced Persons in the Northeast. Guterres also had discussions with the President on groundwork to ensure peaceful and democratic elections next year and the full participation of Nigerian women and young people. Addressing journalists, the United Nations chief said measures to address security challenges in the country, Lake Chad and the Sahel were discussed, including the United Nations Integrated Strategy for the Sahel. Bring terrorism perpetrators to justice. The UN chief tells federal government Guterres' admonition is against the backdrop of the de-radicalization program of the federal government, which had resulted in the pardon for scores of former Boko Haram fighters. The House of Representatives considered and passed 4 executive bills seeking to tackle corruption and terrorism. They are Terrorism Prohibition and Prevention Act, Repeal and Enactment Bill 2022, Money Laundering Prohibition Act, Repeal and Enactment Bill 2022, Witness and Protection and Management Bill 2022, and Public Interest Disclosure and Protection Bill 2022. President Muhammadu Buhari had in April forwarded to the National Assembly the revised versions of the Money Laundering Bill and Terrorism Prevention Bill, which were already before federal parliament. On Wednesday, the bills passed first, second and third readings at the plenary, with the House keeping their referral to relevant communities to conduct public hearings on the legislations. The House considered and adopted the report by the Committee on Financial Crimes on another legislation titled "A Bill for an Act to Make Comprehensive Provisions for Seizure, Confiscation, Forfeiture, and Management of Properties reasonably suspected to have been derived from unlawful activities and for related matters." In the Witness Protection and Management Bill, the House gave legal backing to the reward policy introduced by the current regime for whistleblowers in its anti-corruption drive. Proposals were made to ensure that the unwillingness of witnesses to give evidence for fear of violence, serious injury, death, or for such other reasons do not frustrate prosecution of cases. The bill particularly seeks to establish legal and institutional framework to protect witnesses and related persons with responsibilities for carrying out all administrative duties relating to witnesses and related persons, including providing temporary protection and related services, ensure that the relevant agency takes responsibility for entering into an agreement with the witness on behalf of the state. It also stated that the legislative framework shall apply to investigation and prosecution of offenses relating to terrorism, money laundering prevention and prohibition, economic and financial crimes, corrupt practices, and other related offenses, drugs and narcotics and their trafficking, trafficking in persons, and criminal and penal code offenses, as well as customs and excise management. The proposed law would also cover any legislation dealing with proceeds of crimes, confiscation and forfeiture of assets, and such other offenses as may be contained in enactments enacted by the National Assembly and designated by the Attorney General of the Federation by an order published in the Federal Gazette. A Lokoja High Court presided by Justice Nicodemus Awulu has adjourned the May 23, 2022 further hearing on the suit challenging the appointment of Abubakar Yakubu as the AJ of Ankpa. Awulu adjourned the suit after a new lawyer of the defendants filed a new application. A High Court of Kogi State had earlier restrained the state government from carrying out the planned coronation of Yakubu as the AJ of Ankpa. Given on March the 2nd, the order was based on an interlocutory application filed by 3 ruling houses of the Onu Njema traditional clan in Njema district of Ankpa local government council. The order restrained Yakubu from parading or further parading himself as the AJ of Ankpa, pending the hearing and the determination of the substantive suit in his Honorable Court Counsel to the plaintiffs. Philip Abalaka has said that they were challenging the application by the defendants to vacate the earlier order of Judge Funsho Ajayi of Ayimba High Court. And on to stories in politics. Again, women in their numbers conveyed on Akure, the capital of Ondo State, to demonstrate their support for the candidacy of Governor Yaya Bello of Kogi State in the 2023 presidential election. The women who defy the heavy rain took to the streets, chanting solidarity songs and carrying various placards with inscriptions such as Yaya Bello, the best man for the job. We are not interested in zoning. This is Nigeria, and Yaya Bello, hero of women inclusion, amongst others. The women, members of over 700 groups across Nigeria, in the massive rally tagged Southwest Mega Women Rally for Yaya Bello, said anyone who had the interest of Nigeria at heart would not be drumming the beats of zoning, but pray to God to give the country the best leader at this crucial point in history. According to them, regardless of what political oppressors might have fed the public, it is an incontrovertible fact that Governor Bello had the capacity to build on President Muhammadu Buhari's successes and tackle all challenges confronting Nigeria headlong. The women cut across different key sectors and professions such as banking, media, Nollywood, medical practice, including frontline entrepreneurs, market leaders, engineers, and religious groups, amongst others. The leader of the Southwest Market Movement for Yaya Bello, National Vice President Iyaloja of Nigeria, Princess Nike Aroloye, said the women of Nigeria were already looking beyond the primaries of the two parties. Nollywood actress Rose Odika, who led Southwest Female Stars to the rally, said, "I have said it before and I will repeat it here. Yaya Bello is the one we will support. From all he has done for women and for his state in general, he is the one to beat. We will only support those who support us." Responding, Director General of the Yaya Bello Presidential Campaign Organization, Hafsat Abiola Costello, said the dreams of her mother for a better Nigeria for Nigerian women would be actualized with a Yaya Bello presidency. She noted that seeing this huge, honest crowd, I am confident that Yaya Bello's good deeds, belief in women, and giant strides in a women-filled government have earned him the trust of Nigerian women, and I assure you he will never forsake you. He has demonstrated this loudly in Kogi State. As the primary elections of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC draws closer, the secretariat of the party in Kogi State has continued to witness massive activities as political players vying for positions continues to pick their nominations and expression of interest forms. Faith Gafar, who was at the party secretariat, has more details.
The aspirants drawn from the 3 senatorial districts of Kogi State has arrived APC secretariat with their supporters who were singing praises of their various aspirants and the need for people to support their aspiration. In an interview with some aspirants after picking their nomination and expression of interest forms, Okehi State Constituency, Otokiti Zakaria, Adawe State Constituency, Isa Omaiza, and Ajekota Constituency, former special advisor to the governor on youth and women mobilization for Ajekota local government area, Moses. All promise good and quality representation if elected for the position.
Well, we are going strictly into legislative business that will bring dividends of democracy to our people, to the good people of Okehi local government, to the good people of Kogi State as a whole, to the good people of Nigeria at large. So we are going to do everything humanly possible with the support of God, support of our leader of the great party in Kogi State, His Excellency Governor Yaya Bello, inshallah, the incoming president 2023.
Myself and my other partners, we are not looking for assembly to take the constituency's money. For us, this is a call to serve. As far as I'm concerned, we're doing better than even coming to Lokoja. But what we are moving to do now is a service to God and to humanity and to Adavians. May God bring us to that day, and may God not allow our promises to fail.
We are not going to disappoint the good people of Ajakuta local government. You cannot see the love they showed me. It's because they believe in me. It's because what they think I can do, and it is what the record we have created in the past. We will do more.
Another aspirant for the...
In my own small way, I will embark on physical development to kill behind His Excellency that has left this legacy that is going to follow us for too long.
Kogi State Constituency, Adamu Ibrahim, and a female aspirant for Kababruno State Constituency, Towini Feni Mosiko, promised to bring their wealth of experience to bear in discharge of their duties if elected, and urge women to come out to vote and support women in politics come 2023.
So I believe in women participation very much because I've been involved in student unionism. I happen to be the first and only female president, the national president of Bunu Student Union, and that happened at the 50th anniversary of the union. achieving. And I'm seeing women, because the governor has given us a lot of opportunity as women. I'm one of the councillors in my local government, and I happen to be the council leader, so it's a step ahead for women. And I'm always very encouraged to tell women, whenever I have the opportunity, that we should come up.
For sure, there are a lot of different democracies to ensure government. My advice to the people is APC first.
From the Eastern Senatorial District, the former Chief Medical Director of the State Specialist Hospital, Dr. Ahmed Atta for Omela Boru, Dennis Arome Edi for Omela, and Amadou Danjima for Igala Mela Oduru state constituencies, expressed optimism that the people will experience a turnaround when elected.
The efforts of His Excellency Alhaji Bello reach the people at the grassroots. His voice in terms of what he wants to do as representation reach the people at the grassroots, and that's what I'm standing for. I'm working to run for this office to the glory of God and to ensure that people get good representation. Our people's voice will be heard, and to the glory of God, when this opportunity comes to me, we will be standing for the people, we will be speaking for the people in terms of their health, in terms of their education, in terms of everything that's so important. So we give God all the glory.
What we are displaying here today is to show you that we are all happy and we are ready for emancipation. And I want you to understand that the love the people are showing me is something that is overwhelming and it's emotional. And I feel God will give me that opportunity, that privilege to be able to repay back this trust. Because it's not easy for you to gain such trust from people that risk their life all the way from Igala Mela Odolu to come here to stand with me. I am hoping and begging that they should give us the privilege, they should give us the opportunity for free and fair primaries, so that at the end of it all, the best will emerge from our party, so that we'll be able to withstand the other opponents.
My advice for the youth is that the time for now is for the youth. You understand? Before, youth don't have job to do. When we get there, we'll create job for youth, inshallah.
And God alone that I give all the thanks to. By strength shall no man prevail. It's only by God's grace and God's mercy, all right, that we can do and even achieve much more. During my declaration, I spoke to my people and I told them something. It's very easy for me to come and say, we'll make all the roads, we'll build houses for people, we'll make water available for everyone, and all that is known, that's the norm, that's the bandwagon. Now, what we did, the first thing I promised them was that, as I speak to you in my local government, we do not have a functional constituency office.
The All Progressive Congress on 5th May has extended the deadline for the sales of its expression of interest and nomination forms for aspirants seeking elective position in the 2023 general election from May 6 to May 10. Faith Abdulgafar reporting for Mlc TV.
The National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party on Wednesday approved the update of the party's timetable and schedule of activities for the 2023 general elections, which shifted dates for its governorship and senatorial primary elections, amongst others. This is contained in a statement by the party's National Publicity Secretary, Debo Olugunagba, titled 2023 PDP Updates Timetable and Schedule of Activities. According to Ologunagba, the new schedule is as follows. Local Government Area Congress to elect one national delegate per local government area and one person living with disability in the 774 local government areas Tuesday, May 10th, 2022. State House of Assembly State Constituency Congress Wednesday, May 18th, 2022. House of Representatives primaries Friday, May 20th, 2022. Senatorial district primaries Saturday, May 21st, 2022. Governorship primaries Monday, May 23rd, 2022. The NWCDF urged all aspirants to various positions, critical stakeholders, members of the party nationwide, as well as relevant agencies of government to take note of the changes. A Lagos West Senator, Solomon Adiola, on Wednesday betrayed his emotions while receiving the senatorial expression of interest and nomination forms by some residents of Ogun West Senatorial District in Ogun State. The presentation was made by the residents under the auspices of West 2 West for Dakwa Abiodun in Adiola's hometown in Ilaro Yewa North. Presenting the form on behalf of the group, a member of the Governor Elders Forum, Mufutau Ajibola, noted that the forms were purchased with the contributions from members of the group and sympathizers. Ajibola said the fund was contributed by 71 people within 48 hours. According to him, most of them were civil servants, professionals in the private sector, businessmen, community leaders, and Ogun West indigents in the diaspora. He said, "Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, after the conclusion of the W2W4DA convergence and following the release of the guidelines for the conduct of the primary election by the APC, some members of the W2W4DA movement and other sympathizers decided to come together to raise the money needed to procure the APC senatorial expression of interest and nomination forms, buy the forms and present same to Senator Adiola. The senator, while receiving the forms, promised to serve the region diligently when he returned to the upper chamber as senator representing Ogun West. He said he thanks God Almighty for a day like this. He is short of words. Today he is more than happy and more than grateful to God for this, for his people to have taken this bold step and to think that the best thing to do is to buy him nomination forms for the Senate of Ogun West. It is more than enough for him." We're now going on a short break. We'll be right back for more stories. Please don't go nowhere. Just stay with us.
They say is the bedrock of the society. It is everything. Everyone needs a house to live in, but a supportive family is what builds a happy and a successful home. It is Family Affairs on Mlc TV every Saturday by 7 p.m. Join Balagdubu Janet as she takes you on an exclusive interview with guests, marriage counselors, doctors, and many more, where they get to share their experiences, and together we build the society at large. To subscribe to our YouTube channel, log on to Mlc TV or like our Facebook page, MLC TV. You can also follow us on Instagram at MLC TV 2021. For adverts and sponsorship, call the numbers displayed on your screen. It's Family Affairs, where we discuss family matters. Coming your way soon on MLC TV.
And glad to have you back. We move on to news on the foreign scene. Citing United Nations data, top independent rights expert on Wednesday said 7 journalists had been killed in Ukraine, while many had been facing unprecedented danger and even targeted while performing their work. The alert from the UN-appointed independent rights experts, including the UN Special Rapporteur on Freedom of Expression, cited numerous reports that journalists have been targeted. According to the reports cited by the experts, journalists have been tortured, kidnapped, attacked and killed, or refused safe passage from cities and regions under siege. Latest UN data indicates that 7 journalists have been confirmed killed in Ukraine since the Russian invasion on February 24th. The last time so many media professionals lost their lives in Ukraine was in 2014 when Russia annexed Crimea. The rights experts in a statement said Russia's war against Ukraine had been made easier by the silencing of critical voices over a prolonged period of time. They pointed to the blocking of social media platforms and news websites in Russia and the disruption of foreign media services. According to experts, Moscow's massive labeling of independent media as foreign agents is a source of concern. After condemning Russia's alleged use of propaganda for war against Ukraine, the rights experts maintained that disinformation is also being spread about Ukraine in Russian state-owned media. They also rejected the European Union's recent decision to ban 2 Russian media companies as disproportionate, adding that this move had been used as a pretext for the additional closure of independent media outlets in Russia. We now join Jonah Malik for the sports updates. Please do stay with us.
And on sports update, Nigeria under-20 girls Falconets will on Thursday know the opponents they would have to deal with in the group stage of this year's FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup final as the draw ceremony takes place in the Teatro Nacional Theatre in San Jose, the capital of Costa Rica. All the 16 participating countries at the tournament scheduled for August 10 to 28 are now known, with Nigeria's Falconets and Ghana's Blacks median to fly African flag. This was contained in a statement by the Nigerian Football Federation spokesperson Ademola Olajire on Wednesday. Only 4 countries, Germany, Brazil, USA and Nigeria, have played in all editions of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup since the competition was launched as Under-19 Championship in Canada 20 years ago. Germany have won the championship twice, 2004, 2010 and 2014. USA have won twice, 2002, 2008 and 2012. While Nigeria have twice reached the final, losing to Germany in 2010 and 2014. Ghana, Africa's other flag bearer, have reached the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup on 5 previous occasions, crashing out at group stage each time. This year's final will be played at the same 2 venues that hosted the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in 2014. Estadio Nacional in San Jose and the Morera Solo Stadium in Alajuela. Thursday's draw ceremony coincides with the 100 Days to Go special event of this year's championship, which has the slogan, Vamos Juntas, let's do it together. Nigeria have been placed in pot 2 for the purpose of the draw. Spain are the defending champions after beating Mexico 2-1 in 2008 final in Montevideo, Uruguay. New Zealand picked up the bronze medal. And in Champions League, Karim Benzema scored an extra-time penalty as Real Madrid pulled off another astonishing comeback in the Champions League semi-final to stun Manchester City 3-1 on Wednesday to book their showdown with Liverpool in the finals. City looked certain to go through when Riyad Mahrez put them 1-0 up and 5-3 ahead on aggregate, but Rodrigo, on as a substitute, scored an incredible late double, his goal in the 90th and the 91st minute, sending the tie to extra time. With City still reeling, Real Madrid landed the knockout blow as Karim Benzema earned and then converted a spot kick to snatch a 6-5 win on aggregate, with another remarkable fight back at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium added to the club's longest list of magical European nights. And that's sports update on MLC TV. I am Malik Jonah reporting.
Thanks for the update. Let's go over to our entertainment decks where Matthias Ayodiji Peter is standing by.
On our foreign entertainment news, American comedian Dave Chappelle was attacked on stage while performing at the Hollywood Bowl. The ugly incident took place on Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022 in Los Angeles. According to several reports, the attacker had a knife shaped like a gun when arrested. In a video that has since gone viral, a young man is seen rushing onto the stage and attacking the performer to the ground during the Netflix is a Joke comedy festival. The attacker then gets up and tries to run off stage before he is caught and tackled by what appeared to be security personnel and members of Chappelle's team. He was later arrested and bail was set at $30,000. According to several reports, an investigation into the matter has already begun. On our entertainment news from Africa, global streaming platform Netflix has licensed Tunde's Kilani 2021 film Ayinla. According to Shock NG, the film based on iconic Akpala singer Ayinla Omowura is set to debut to African subscribers from May 20th. Set in 1980, the same year the Ayinla music star died, the Jade Osiberu produced film follows the events leading to his death. Omowura was played by Lateef Adedimeji with Debo Mr. Macaroni Adebayo, Bimbo Manuel, Adelaoye, Bimbo Ademoye, Omowumi Dada, and Kunle Afolayan, who doubles as executive producer in supporting roles. Ayinla recorded an impressive theatrical release, grossing over 70 million naira in box office despite launching in 33 Nigeria cinemas. The Kilani directed film success at the box office was followed by award nominations and an AMA win for its achievement in cinematography category. Ayinla joined Netflix's growing libraries of Nigerian titles and reportedly the first licensed title from the streamer this year. Netflix kicked off the year with original titles including Bolale, Austin Peters directed The Man of God, and the soon-to-debut Ebony Life Studios' Blood Sisters. Ayo Shonaya anticipated documentary Afrobeat, The Backstory, Play Network Studio Glamorous Girls, and amongst titles expected to debut in the coming months. And that is all in entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Ayodeji Peter, reporting for Mlc TV. Back to our caster for more stories.
And thanks for the entertainment news, Matthias. And that is the size of our package today. Thanks for joining us. Do join us tomorrow at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mlc TV, like us and follow our Facebook page, Mlc TV, Instagram, Mlc TV 2021, Twitter at Mlc TV1 for your event coverage, information, contribution and advert placement, and sponsorship. Please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. Friday 9 p.m. Local Government and You, Saturday 7 p.m. Family Affairs, 9 p.m. Political Arena, and Women's World Sundays by 6 p.m. It's Mlc TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Morno Balagugu. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Thanks for watching.